Electric charge at rest produces only electric field. Charge in motion produces both electric field and magnetic field. But with respect to a frame, with respect to observer S, maybe the charge appears at rest because the charge is also moving the same velocity. The charge appears at rest, therefore only electric field exists for S. So इसका मतलब क्या हुआ कि magnetic field एक relative property है. It is not necessary that electric field is always observed. That depends upon the state of the charge. Therefore only electric field is observed. बेटा ये लास्ट पॉइंट समझ में आ रहा है. मोशन की वजह से मैग्नेटिक फील्ड है, बट अगर हमने कोई ऐसा फ्रेम ले लिया जो चार्ज की वेलोसिटी से मूव कर रहा है इन द सेम डायरेक्शन, with respect to that frame charge seems to be at rest. When charge appears to be at rest means there is no magnetic field associated with that charged particle. So electric field always exists. Magnetic field depends upon the frame of reference from which we are observing that charge motion. Third case is a current carrying wire. थोड़ा सा सीक्वेंस चेंज है और बुक में आपको इस सीक्वेंस में नहीं मिलेगा. दिस इज knowingly I am doing this so that we can relate this with the electrostatic. In the electrostatic also, first we did charge and then we did the properties of charge and then we did Coulomb's law and electric field. Electric field is produced by point charge. Now by this discussion, what is the source of magnetic field? The source of magnetic field is moving charge. If charge is in motion, only then there will be a magnetic field associated with it. But suppose if we consider a current carrying wire, third is a current carrying wire. Current carrying wire has what? What is the charge on current carrying wire? Mihir, what is the charge on current carrying wire? Positive or negative?
So positive.
Mihir?
So positive.
What is the type of charge on current carrying wire? Positive or negative?
So positive.
Positive?
Charge. Yes, sir.
Yeah. But in any metallic wire, what causes the current to appear?
So could you go back to the previous slide?
Every current carrying wire is electrically neutral. Well, your answer should have been negative if you just think that it is due to the electron, but electrons are there. Those electrons are not provided from anywhere else. Those electrons are from inside of a metal. Electron comes out, but as a result, there will be equal amount of positive charge produced. And some ion will be having exactly same amount of positive charge as well. This produces, which gives the total charge to be zero. Current carrying wire, electrical wire having current, does not have any type of charge. The total charge is always zero. Though there is electron in motion, but those electrons are not the excess electron. This we discussed in the very first chapter. Correct? So if we take about the current carrying wire, a current carrying wire does not have any charge. Net charge is zero. It is electrically neutral. Electrically neutral means there will not be electric field because there is no charge. but there is a motion of charge. Electrons are moving, which produces magnetic fields. So current carrying wire produces only magnetic field. A charge produces only electric field. Current carrying wire produces only magnetic field. And a charge in motion will produce both, and that we also called as electromagnetic field, that we'll see in the chapter called electromagnetic wave. So when there is a moving charge, it produces both electric as well as magnetic field. अब उन दोनों में से हमें ऑब्जर्व कौन सी होगी, ये डिपेंड करता है हम किस फ्रेम में है, from where we are observing that motion of the charge, right? So what is the exclusive source of electric field? A point charge. What is the exclusive source of magnetic field? Current carrying wire. And what is the source of electromagnetic field? Is a moving charge. Now if we say that what is the source of magnetic field, then answer will be both. A moving charge or a current carrying wire both produces magnetic field, but a moving charge will also produce electric field as well. So if we compare the sources, for a electric field, point charge is the source of electric field. For magnetic field, we will say that the source of magnetic field is current carrying wire. So just like a law was given by Coulomb to find the electric field or to find the force between the two charges, similarly another law was given by Biot-Savart. It is for the magnetic field produced. अब यहाँ पे कोई point charge तो है नहीं, so उसको हम बोलते हैं by a very small current element or current or a very small length wire. Biot-Savart law for magnetic field due to the small current element. For magnetic field due to small current element. Biot-Savart law का मतलब ये होता है this is experimentally derived, there is no mathematics involved. एक बड़े से वायर में हम एक छोटी सी लेंथ ले लेंगे and that small length on this wire will be considered as a point similar to that of point charge. So किसी point charge के लिए हमारे पास फॉर्मूला था KQ by R square. Similarly किसी छोटे से line wire के लिए, line charge के लिए, we will have a formula for magnetic field produced. Magnetic field produced due to this small current element. Small current element is like a point charge only. So हमने पूरे wire में से छोटा सा point collect कर लिया और उस point की वजह से magnetic field. This is given by magnitude wise magnetic field due to a small element is given as due to a small element. क्यों बोल रहे हैं हम? क्योंकि ये इसमें एक डायरेक्शन भी होगी and that direction will be in the direction of current. जिस डायरेक्शन में करंट मूव करे हम उसी डायरेक्शन में ये dl वेक्टर लेते हैं and I and dl collectively it becomes a vector because current though it has a direction but still it is a scalar quantity. Magnetic field due to small current element और current element को हम represent करते हैं ideal से. Ideal at a distance r from it. Magnitude wise it is given as mu naught by 4 pi. जैसे वहां पे था 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. I dl sin theta divided by r square. This is an experimental law. So कहाँ से आया उससे कोई मतलब नहीं आपको. This was experimentally derived by Biot-Savart by using a lot of experiments and then finally formulating this result that magnetic field by a small element will be given as mu naught by 4 pi ideal sin theta upon r square. इसमें जो म्यू नॉट है, दैट म्यू नॉट इज अ कांस्टेंट सिमिलर टू एप्सिलॉन नॉट. म्यू नॉट की वैल्यू होती है 4 पाई इंटू 10 टू द पावर माइनस 7 इज कॉल्ड मैग्नेटिक permeability. Is called magnetic permeability of free space. Magnetic permeability is again some constant which represent the magnetic behavior of that medium. So vacuum is least magnetized. Theta is the angle between the direction of current and the position vector of that point. Current is going I in that direction. Theta will be angle between the direction of current and the position vector of that point. So ये जो dB की वैल्यू है, this is in scalar, I mean this is just a magnitude mu naught by 4 pi. इसको हम लिख लेंगे ideal. इसमें ऊपर नीचे r से मल्टीप्लाई कर देंगे तो r sin theta divided by r cube. क्यों मल्टीप्लाई किया? Because now we want to write this in vector form. Ideal and r. बीच में एंगल थीटा. So dB
sir?
is, yes बेटा,
सर यू नॉट की वैल्यू क्या थी?
4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7. अभी मैंने यूनिट नहीं लिखी क्योंकि हम वो फोर्स के फॉर्मूले से निकालते हैं. When we see that
Okay,
force
sir.
formula, then we will be able to write 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7. So another thing that is clear from this value that electric field में जो constant था 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, that value was 9 into 10 to the power plus 9. So electric field effect is, or electric field power is quite larger than the magnetic field. इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड ज्यादा स्ट्रांग होती है as such. अगर हमें एक चार्ज और एक इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड और मैग्नेटिक फील्ड दोनों रीजन में हम करें, we will experience the force due to electric field much more than force due to magnetic field, as this constant is very very less, 10 to the power minus 7 order. Right? Okay. Biot-Savart law is, you can assume similar to Coulomb's law. Coulomb's law was due to electric field due to a point charge. Similarly, Biot-Savart law is magnetic field due to a point charge kind of thing. We can say point wire. So it is called current element. पूरे वायर में एक बहुत छोटी सी लेंथ dl लेते हैं जिसका वेक्टर करंट के डायरेक्शन में, और उस वेक्टर से r डिस्टेंस पे magnetic field is given as mu naught by 4 pi I dl sin theta by r square. Mu naught by 4 pi ideal sin theta upon r square. इसमें ऊपर नीचे r sin theta r से मल्टीप्लाई कर दिया. So now we can also express in vector form. AB sin theta is a cross b ideal cross r divided by r cube. It is in vector form. Magnetic field due to a small element of length dl at a distance r at a position, at a point where position vector is r, is given as mu naught by 4 pi I dl cross r by r cube. अब इसमें ये एक छोटे से पार्ट के लिए, इसमें जितने भी ऐसे छोटे छोटे पार्ट होंगे, all small portion, when we add them, all small portion, when we add them, it will make the total magnetic field. Total magnetic field due to all these small elements. So we will add them. Add करने का मतलब है integration. So we'll integrate that from initial point to final point. ये एक छोटे से एलिमेंट की मैग्नेटिक फील्ड है. किसी बड़े से वायर के लिए मैग्नेटिक फील्ड निकालने के लिए पहले एक छोटे से पार्ट का निकाल के पूरे पे हम इंटीग्रेट कर लेंगे. That will be the net magnetic field. इंटीग्रेट करने के लिए we have to just make sure that direction of magnetic field produced by each element is in the same direction. और डायरेक्शन हम कैसे फाइंड आउट करेंगे? The direction will be given by this formula जो भी हमने ऊपर वेक्टर फॉर्म में कैलकुलेट किया। किसी भी पॉइंट पर जब मैग्नेटिक फील्ड के लिए हम डायरेक्शन फाइंड आउट करेंगे, we can apply a right hand rule because it is a vector product. Direction of magnetic field at any point is always along the vector ideal cross r. Ideal is a current vector in the direction of current, r उस point का position vector है जहाँ पर हम magnetic field calculate करने वाले हैं direction। लेकिन क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट को कैलकुलेट करने के, क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट की डायरेक्शन पता करने के बहुत सारे मेथड थे। वन ऑफ देम इज यूजिंग राइट हैंड थंब रूल, another is right hand palm rule. So by using all those methods, any of those methods, in fact, we can find the direction of magnetic field. So उनमें से कुछ specific जो है वो हम अभी करेंगे। आपने 10th में थोड़े और पढ़े थे कुछ। Now we'll restrict ourselves to only these two type of method. पहला using right hand rule. सब में राइट हैंड यूज होगा वैसे, बाय द वे, बाय यूजिंग राइट हैंड रूल। सो राइट हैंड रूल हम यूज करते थे टू फाइंड द डायरेक्शन ऑफ क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट। जहां पर ये क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट आइडियल और आगे करना है, किसी भी दो वेक्टर का क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट एक वेक्टर क्वांटिटी होती है। स्केलर प्रोडक्ट या डॉट प्रोडक्ट इज जस्ट अ नंबर, देयर डायरेक्शन इज नॉट इन्वॉल्व, बट व्हेन वी टेक द क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट ऑफ एनी टू वेक्टर्स, इट इज so ideal cross R in से A cross B हम कैसे करते हैं? When we take the cross product A and B, राइट हैंड को क्लॉकवाइज घुमाओगे, राइट हैंड को क्लॉकवाइज घुमाओगे तो थंब नीचे की तरफ आता है, इसलिए A cross B will be into the plane. To find the cross product, we use our right hand palm और उसको पहले वेक्टर की तरफ रखते हैं, यानी A की तरफ, और दूसरे वेक्टर की तरफ घुमा देंगे A से B की तरफ। We'll turn our right hand from first vector A to second vector B. As a result, thumb आएगा अंदर की तरफ, so A cross B in this particular vector diagram, it is coming out into the plane. क्यों? दो ही डायरेक्शन पॉसिबल है, either it will be going into the plane or it is coming out of the plane. किसी भी वेक्टर के लिए वेक्टर प्रोडक्ट is always perpendicular to the plane in which both the vector lies. या इसको वैसा बोल सकते हैं, क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट is always perpendicular to both the vectors, which is only possible when it is perpendicular to the plane containing A and B. तो पहले वेक्टर की तरफ राइट हैंड को रखना है, दूसरे वेक्टर की तरफ राइट हैंड पाम को कर्ल करना। अगर क्लॉकवाइज कर्ल करते हैं तो थंब आएगा नीचे की तरफ, मैग्नेटिक फील्ड इज इनटू द प्लेन। तो जैसे ऊपर डायग्राम में भी आइडियल जा रहा है ऊपर की तरफ, क्रॉस आर ये क्लॉकवाइज हो गया। क्लॉकवाइज का मतलब थंब नीचे की तरफ आएगा और नीचे की तरफ यानी इनटू द प्लेन। इनटू द प्लेन या इनवर्ड्स को हम रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं बाय द क्रॉस साइन। At this point B, the direction of magnetic field is coming out into the plane. Into the plane का मतलब हो गया क्रॉस से रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं that it is going inside. Right? अगर हम किसी भी पॉइंट पर मैग्नेटिक फील्ड निकाल रहे हैं ड्यू टू अ स्ट्रेट करंट कैरिंग वायर, करंट की डायरेक्शन में राइट हैंड पाम को रखेंगे और उस पॉइंट की तरफ जहां पर हमें उसको कैलकुलेट करना है, उस पॉइंट की तरफ हम राइट हैंड को कर्ल करें। इफ हैंड इज गोइंग क्लॉकवाइज तो अंदर की तरफ आएगा मैग्नेटिक फील्ड। if your right hand is going anti-clockwise direction, then the magnetic field will be out of the plane. Into the plane is represented by cross symbol, out of the plane is represented by dot symbol. So right hand rule के लिए Right, place your right hand palm in the direction of current, curl it towards position vector. Then thumb point the direction of magnetic field. So इसमें राइट साइड कोई पॉइंट है तो अंदर की तरफ आ जाएगा, अगर लेफ्ट साइड कोई पॉइंट है आइडियल से आर की तरफ जब उसको घुमाएंगे इट इज कमिंग आउट एंटी क्लॉकवाइज का मतलब हो गया magnetic field is out of the plane into the plane and out of the आई थिंक इसको मुझे बोर्ड पे क्लास लेनी चाहिए, बोर्ड पे थोड़ा अच्छे से समझ में आएगा हाथ घूम कैसे रहा है.
So can you go back to the
Sorry,
previous
maybe in the
page?
second half, if it is possible, I'll teach this on board. Because today I'm not in the institute. Yeah. So place your right hand palm in the direction of.
Sir, could you go back to the previous page?
Saksam, have you joined?
Done, sir.
Yeah, done. So किसी
Yes,
भी
sir.
केस में जब हमें मैग्नेटिक फील्ड की डायरेक्शन निकालनी होगी, we have to place our right hand in the direction of current, place the right hand in the direction of current, and position vector are towards that point जहाँ पर हमें मैग्नेटिक फील्ड निकालना है. Place your right hand in the direction of current, right hand palm. In the direction of current and curl towards the position vector. Curl towards the position vector of the point. कौन सा पॉइंट जहां पर हमें मैग्नेटिक फील्ड की डायरेक्शन पता करनी है. And the direction of thumb points towards the magnetic field. The direction of thumb is in the direction of magnetic field. The thumb points in the direction of that is the first method for finding the direction of current. So जैसे किसी भी वायर के लिए हमें किसी पॉइंट पर निकालना है, आईडीएल से आर की तरफ आपको एक कर्ल करना है. इफ इट इज अ क्लॉकवाइज कर्ल देन इट इज इनटू द प्लेन. इफ इट इज एंटी क्लॉकवाइज कर्ल देन इट इज आउट ऑफ द प्लेन. Second method is called right hand palm rule. किसी भी मेथड से हम डायरेक्शन निकाल सकते हैं. इट विल गिव द सेम डायरेक्शन ओनली. सेकंड इज बाय यूजिंग द राइट हैंड palm rule. This rule says that place your right hand palm such that the thumb is in the direction of current. Okay, my drawing is not very good, but भावना समझ लेना. You have to place your right hand palm such that thumb is in the direction of current and fingers are stretched towards that point जहाँ पर हमें magnetic field निकालनी है. always place your right hand palm such that thumb points in the direction of current and fingers and palm is stretched towards that point जहाँ पे हमें magnetic field निकालनी है. Then perpendicular to palm in outward direction. Perpendicular to palm in outward direction का मतलब हो गया, अगर simple भाषा में बोले तो that will be in the direction of upward. हाथ से बाहर की तरफ perpendicular to the palm in outward direction will be magnetic field. Perpendicular to the palm, thumb in the direction of current, fingers are stretched towards that point. Then perpendicular to palm is the direction of magnetic field. Perpendicular to palm is same as the direction in which you slap someone. हाथ से बाहर की तरफ निकलते हुए that will be the direction of magnetic field by any straight current carrying wire. I think ये समझ नहीं आया शायद. Is this clear?
Sir, can you
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes or no?
Sir, can you explain again?
Yes, yes, yes. राइट हैंड के पाम को स्ट्रेच करना है. पिछले वाले केस में हम राइट हैंड पूरा यूज कर रहे थे. नाउ वी हैव टू यूज ओनली द राइट हैंड पाम. स्ट्रेच योर राइट हैंड पाम. Place thumb in the direction of current and stretch your palm towards the point where magnetic field has to be found. पिछले वाले केस में पाम को हमें घुमाना था. We have to curl it. In this case, it has to be kept straight. Place thumb in the direction of current. Stretch your fingers towards the position vector towards the point. Then perpendicular to palm in outward direction. Perpendicular to palm in outward direction means it is the direction in which you slap someone. Perpendicular to palm in outward direction is like the upward direction. That will be the magnetic field. Magnetic field. So is position के लिए it will be going into the plane of paper. Magnetic field at this right side point, any point on the right side of this wire will be going into the plane. That is the direction of magnetic field. Right side के किसी भी point पे अंदर की तरफ जा रहा है, it is going inside. जब हम left की तरफ करेंगे, then similarly it will be coming out of the plane. Okay, so I'm just making some arrangement to show this on the board. तब तक हम इसको समझते रहते हैं. किसी भी वायर की मैग्नेटिक फील्ड की डायरेक्शन निकालने के लिए पहला तरीका है राइट हैंड पाम. राइट हैंड रूल. राइट हैंड रूल में क्या करते हैं? What we do in right hand rule, हम राइट हैंड पाम को पहले वेक्टर की तरफ रखते हैं और दूसरे वेक्टर की तरफ घुमाते हैं. And then the direction of thumb gives the direction of cross product. But in the right hand palm rule, we don't have to curl your palm. It has to be kept straight such that thumb points towards the current and fingers are stretched to that point where we have to find the value of direction of magnetic field. The perpendicular to palm in outward direction will represent the direction of magnetic field. It is going into the plane for the first diagram and it will be going out of the plane. It is coming out of the plane for the second diagram. Straight wire के लिए we have this. We have these two facility. Either we can use right hand rule or we can use right hand palm rule. Right? Just give me one minute. तो एक तीसरा तरीका भी होता है, which is called right hand thumb rule. Okay. Is it visible on the screen? Can you see on the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so the direction of magnetic field is when you have to find the right hand first method was right hand rule. In the case of right hand rule, you have to curl your right hand palm, place it. So this is by using first method, which was right hand rule. For any wire, straight wire, curved wire, place your right hand palm in the direction of that current and curl it toward the second. It is clockwise. Thumb is going inwards. Inward means magnetic field is into the plane. Right? This is the first method. The first one where we place our right hand palm, complete right hand palm in the direction of first and curl towards the position vector. It is going clockwise, so magnetic field is into the plane. Same way, same logic. Suppose there is a point on the left side. Place your right hand palm in the direction of current. So place in the direction of current and curl it towards the other vector, towards the position vector. So when you curl it, its thumb is coming out of the plane, out of the plane. So magnetic field is out of the plane. Out of the plane is represented by dot, and into the plane is represented by cross. This is the first example, the first method that we did. Right hand rule to find the direction of magnetic field. Going into the plane, cross because of the right hand thumb rule. Right hand rule going into the plane clockwise, anti-clockwise. So say हाथ घुमाने की भी जरूरत नहीं. If it is a clockwise turn, then magnetic field is into the plane. If it is an anti-clockwise turn, then magnetic field is coming out of the plane. अब आते हैं second method पे. The second method is which is right hand palm rule. Second method is right hand palm rule. So what we do is right hand palm rule, we have to use again the right hand palm. We have to use the right hand palm such that your palm is stressed always. Thumb is in the direction of current. Thumb is in the direction of current. Fingers are stressed toward that point and upward is magnetic field which is going into the plane. The second method says thumb current direction, fingers stressed toward the point and upward is magnetic field. Upward means it is perpendicular to the palm going in out of the plane direction. Thumb in the direction of current, stretch your finger towards that point. Then perpendicular to the palm is the magnetic field. Magnetic field is in the direction of thumb. So if you want, you can write this also. If you stretch right hand palm such that, if we stretch the right hand palm such that thumb is in the direction of current, fingers are stretched towards that point P, then magnetic field is perpendicular to the palm in outward direction. Magnetic field is perpendicular to palm in outward direction. आउटवर्ड किसका पाम से दो डायरेक्शन निकलते हैं एक तो ऊपर की तरफ आउटवर्ड्स और दूसरा इनवर्ड्स सो वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट इट शुड बी ऑलवेज आउट ऑफ द प्लेन और आउटवर्ड्स का मतलब इन द डायरेक्शन ऑफ स्लैब और अपवर्ड याद रखने के लिए राइट हैंड पाम रूल स्ट्रेट योर palm thumb current direction fingers towards point B upward is going inside so magnetic field is going inside it is cross magnetic field will be given by the cross. Another point, suppose the point is on the left side. Again, place your right hand palm such that thumb is in the direction of current. Palm is stretched toward that point. Upward is out of the plane. So that is coming out of the plane. Magnetic field will be out of the plane. Any of the two methods we can use. This will give the same result. Either you use I cross R, thumb is coming out of the plane, or you use the right hand palm, thumb current direction, finger is stretched toward the point, upward is outwards, magnetic field is out of the plane. And there is third method, one more method which is called right hand thumb rule, जो आपने 10th में भी पढ़ा था, उसी के बहुत सारे नाम हैं, cork screw rule, right hand thumb rule. That method also can be used. So total 3 methods हो गए और हम तीनों में से कोई भी use कर सकते हैं to find the direction. Direction is important because only if all have same direction then we add. If they are having different direction then we subtract. Any doubt in these two method of finding the direction? Please ask. पहला method था first vector से दूसरे की तरफ हाथ को घुमाना है right hand palm को. Second method is keep it straight, thumb towards the current, finger towards the point, and upward is magnetic field that is going inside. Got it? बेटा समझ आ गया ये कैसे अप्लाई करना है?
Yes, sir.
भरत?
Yes, sir, I've understood.
Okay. Rahul?
Yes, sir.
Here? Okay. पहला था right hand
Yes,
rule,
sir.
second hand thumb rule, and third is right hand thumb rule, which you have already done in class 10. एक बार फिर से देख लेते हैं उसका थोड़ा सा better version. The right hand thumb rule also has a name of cork screw rule and many other right hand thumb rule. Right hand thumb rule is used for finding the direction or the shape of magnetic field lines. Shape as in, if suppose it is a straight wire, if it is a straight wire, we keep the right hand thumb in the direction of the current. We put the right hand thumb in the direction of current, then curl of finger, curl of your fist, that gives the shape of magnetic field line. So if we give the right, place the right hand thumb, the fingers will be curled clockwise. The direction of magnetic field lines will also be anti-clockwise, like this circular form. Thumb in the direction of current, curl.
So your video is frozen.
And there was some internet issue. Yes. Now am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So place your right hand thumb in the direction of current, and the curl of the finger. Right hand thumb in the direction of current, then thumb. So this is for finding the shape, whether it is going clockwise or it is going anti-clockwise. And with the help of that, we can also find the current magnetic direction. It is going clockwise. So from the right side, it should be going in, and from the left side is coming out. That's how we can find. So the curl of finger, the curl of right hand fingers gives magnetic field direction. You can write in words. If we place the right hand thumb in the direction of current, the curl of fingers give the direction of magnetic field lines. The curl of finger gives the direction of magnetic field lines. Now in the same scenario, ये जब वायर स्ट्रेट होगा तो हम यूज करेंगे थंब को करंट की तरफ. This same method can be used when the wire is in the form of closed loop. So suppose it is not a straight wire, it is a circular loop kind of wire. And to find the direction of magnetic field, again we can apply the right hand thumb rule only. So next line se likhna, in case of a closed loop, the right hand is curled in the direction of electric current. The right hand is curled in the direction of the right hand fingers are curled in the direction of current. Then thumb points the direction of magnetic field. जो पहले था उसका अपोजिट, पहले थंब करंट की तरफ, कर्ल ऑफ फिंगर इज मैग्नेटिक फील्ड. नाउ सपोज इट इज अ क्लोज लूप. We place the right hand finger, curl it in the direction of current, then thumb gives the magnetic field direction. Thumb gives the magnetic field that is coming out of the plane. So ये right hand method. This right hand method works for both. Straight wire है तो thumb current की तरफ, curl of finger gives the magnetic field. If it is a curled wire or closed loop, then we have to curl the finger in the direction of current. Thumb gives the magnetic field. In case of closed loop, curl right hand fingers in the direction of current. Curl right hand fingers in the direction of current. Thumb gives the magnetic field. Then thumb points in the direction of magnetic field. So because here it is anti-clockwise, so when current will be anti-clockwise, then magnetic field at the center will be out of the plane. Similarly, in any loop as such, like suppose it is not necessarily a circular loop, it may be a closed loop formed by these three wires. Again, it is going clockwise, it will be inwards. The magnetic field at the centroid will be inwards. If it is a closed loop, clockwise current, then magnetic field will be into the. So if a loop has clockwise current, magnetic field is into the plane. If a loop has anti-clockwise current, then magnetic field is out of the plane. तो राइट हैंड थंब रूल को हम बोथ वेज अप्लाई कर सकते हैं. स्ट्रेट वायर के लिए थंब करंट की तरफ, कर्ल फिंगर मैग्नेटिक फील्ड, और कर्ल्ड वायर के लिए कर्ल ऑफ फिंगर इज करंट, देन थंब गिव्स द मैग्नेटिक, थंब गिव्स द मैग्नेटिक फील्ड. तो ये हमने डायरेक्शन के मेथड्स निकाल लिए. नाउ विल कंटिन्यू द एप्लीकेशन. So now we'll use the Biot-Savart law to find the magnetic field formula of different configuration. जैसे हमने electrostats में किया था. Using the Coulomb's law, we can find the electric field due to ring, electric field due to disk, electric field due to infinite line charge, electric field due to finite line charge. So similar to Coulomb's law, we have Biot-Savart law. But one more thing important here is that we have to first make sure that the direction of all small magnetic field should be in the same direction. So ये अभी जो हमने तीनों पढ़े हैं, ये है किसके लिए? This is the direction of magnetic field. There are many other such rules, hand rules, flaming left hand rule, flaming right hand rule, and that will be for finding the force direction or induced current direction. So that we will be doing later. अभी जो तीनों मेथड है, हमें यूज कौन सा करना है? We will I prefer the थप्पड़ one, that is very easy to apply and remember as well. थंब करंट की तरफ, हाथ को पॉइंट की तरफ, थप्पड़ इज मैग्नेटिक फील्ड. अगर कर्ड वायर होगा, then we will be using the right hand palm, this right hand rule, by using the curl of right hand fingers in the direction of current, and thumb will point in the direction of magnetic field. Okay, so let's continue on the application of Biot-Savart law. Biot-Savart law क्या है? अगर लैंग्वेज में लिखेंगे, the magnetic field due to any small current carrying wire is proportional to IDL sin theta upon R square, or proportionality हटाने पे आ जाएगा mu naught by 4 pi IDL sin theta upon R square. This is formula for a very small part of the wire, very small. अगर हमें पूरे के लिए निकालना है, तो we have to integrate for P to Q. All such small length IDL we have to find, and then we will integrate this for the entire length to calculate the magnetic field. तो जैसे पहला केस करते हैं, हेडिंग डालेना एप्लीकेशन ऑफ Biot-Savart law. मैग्नेटिक फील्ड की SI यूनिट अभी आप टेस्ला लिख लो, and we will see what exactly is Tesla. The SI unit of magnetic field is Tesla. Right. So first application is to find the magnetic field. बायोसावर्ट लॉ को हम यूज करके मैग्नेटिक फील्ड के फॉर्मूला डिराइव करेंगे, जस्ट लाइक वी यूज Coulomb's law to derive the electric field formula of different configuration. First is magnetic field at the center of circular loop or circular coil. Magnetic field at the center of circular loop or circular coil. We will use this formula and we will derive the formula for due to the entire circular loop. Magnetic field at the center of circular loop. A loop of radius r carrying current I in any direction, maybe anti-clockwise, clockwise. For this circular loop, we have to find the magnetic field exactly at the center. एक छोटे से पार्ट के लिए हमें पता है, बट पहले हम उस छोटे से पार्ट के लिए लिखेंगे and then we will integrate this for the entire length. So magnetic field की direction किधर आई? What should be the direction of magnetic field? We can directly predict because it is anti-clockwise, so thumb is coming out of the field. लेकिन ये पूरे के लिए हमारे पास नहीं है, हमें क्या करना है? Use Biot-Savart law करना है. So we will be using first for a very small length of this entire loop. एक छोटा सा पार्ट लेंगे हम यहाँ पे, let's say that is IDL. Instead of using the whole ring or whole loop, we will select a very small length IDL, write the magnetic field formula for that small length, and then integrate for the entire. Magnetic field due to small length IDL. Now is it visible clearly?
Yes, it's visible, but the audio is a little messed up.
Audio is messed up. Yes. Because
Yes, sir. The headphones would help.
Okay. Yes. I didn't notice that. Yeah.
In fact,
Okay.
so the headphones that Atmos uses actually give really crisp audio. Like it's almost like he's talking into the phone through a very high-tech microphone. So maybe you can ask him which version he uses.
Come again.
So the headphones that Atmosphere uses give out really good audio. Like I've never
Yeah,
had
but
any.
that's a wired one. I don't prefer that. So maybe I'll use, but okay.
I think because it's wired, it has no latency issues and stuff like that. So everything comes very nice.
Yeah. That's the reason. But okay, I will do this on screen then. No problem. Wait. I'll just connect it to the Bluetooth. Okay. Now is it better?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Fine. Yeah, I didn't notice that audio will be. Okay. Magnetic field due to this small element. So apply that formula of dB is mu naught by 4 pi. dB is mu naught by 4 pi I dl. Angle between the current and the position vector is 90 degree. I dl sine 90 divided by r square. So out of this whole wire, we consider a very small length, which is ideal. Magnetic field due to this small wire is mu naught by 4 pi ideal sine 90, and I think it's clear because current is tangentially and the radius vector will be towards at an angle of 90 degrees. For this small length, if we apply that right hand palm rule, thumb towards the current, fingers toward the center, perpendicular to palm is magnetic field. If we consider again here a small ideal, this also out of the plane. Anywhere if we consider a small length vector, the magnetic field is coming out of the plane, out of the plane, out of the plane, out of the plane. So we first convince ourselves that the magnetic field is in the same direction due to all such possible loops, all such possible small elements. To calculate the net magnetic field, we can safely integrate. Net magnetic field at center, if we have to calculate, we just need to do the integration of dB. Right hand side mu naught and 4 pi is constant. It will be integration of I dl by r. Audio is clear?
Yes, sir. So, but still a little muffled.
Okay.
Like there's some kind of cloth over your microphones, like that.
Like?
Like you're talking into a pillow. Like a very, very thin pillow.
Okay. I didn't understand what was that sound, but fine. Okay, I'll
So it would sound something like this.
When we choose the any other element, then the distance is again r. Distance r is constant for all of it. So for the right side integration, we can take r also outside. It will be integration left mu naught I is constant 4 pi r square. Integration is only on the dl. dl is such a small length, and when we integrate for the entire length, it will become 2 pi r. 0 to 2 pi r, and on the left hand side it becomes b. B is the net magnetic field at the center. When you integrate, it became mu naught I by 4 pi r square times 2 pi r. Pi gone and r square, say one r got cancelled. It becomes mu naught I divided by 2r. That is the final formula for magnetic field due to a circular loop at its center. Magnetic field at the center of circular coil is given as mu naught I by 2r. This is when there is one single turn. If suppose this loop has n number of turns, for loop of n number of turns, each loop will produce same magnetic field in the same direction. Then it is just multiplied by n. It will become mu naught n I by 2r. In books, the other type of formula is given that mu naught I by 4 pi r into 2 pi, but after solving, it's easy to remember it's mu naught I by 2r for the entire circular loop. And the direction of current, if it is anti-clockwise, then magnetic field is out of the plane. If it is a clockwise, it will be into the plane. Okay, so that is the first method. We will do the class on this that mode only. Only for the right hand direction, I use this board. So next class onwards, we will continue from there only. Okay. We did today Biot-Savart law and only one application, and still there are many sub-application of this. With the help of the same formula, we can find magnetic field at a semicircle due to semicircle, due to quarter circle, or due to any other circular arc. Why? Because everything came out of the integral. The integration length is only on ds. So as the length changes in the same ratio, the magnetic field will also change. Semicircle length is half, magnetic field will become half, it will become mu naught I by 4r. Quarter circle length become 1/4, the magnetic field will also become 1/4, it become mu naught I by 8 times r. Like that, so as per the ratio of the length changes in the same ratio, the magnetic field will also change at the center of a circular loop. Another similar case can be there is no current carrying wire, but a charge is moving on a circular path. Any charge which moves on a circular path can be assumed as equivalent circular current, and that current will be charge upon time, Q by D. So all those cases we'll be doing next class. अभी के लिए only this one formula, so we will be doing numerical also based on this formula in next class. Loop having n number of turns, mu naught n I by 2r, having single turn, mu naught I by 2r, anti-clockwise current out of the plane, clockwise current into the plane. If it is a semicircle, it will become half, quarter circle, that will become 1/4. So that we will see in next class for the other application of Biot-Savart law. So the sequence is little change. Because I want to go with exactly similar pattern as we did in electrostat. First, we'll find all the possible electromagnetic field formula. Then we will see the effect of magnetic field, how it exerts force on the other body. Right? Okay. Okay. I think it's clear. Yes. Any doubt you can ask. This was the Biot-Savart law application. We have to choose a small length, find the field due to it. All the quantities were constant, only dl is inside, so we will integrate the length to find the next. Okay, that's okay. We will continue next class. Biot-Savart law based numericals are very, very, very important for advanced as well. So because it is a 3D, so it gets little difficult to imagine. Sometimes we have to use the vector approach to find the direction. That's why it is slightly more challenging than the normal electric field calculation. Yeah, okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.